All right, to improve your defense when using the double glass, yeah, which is considered probably the most difficult ball, I will give you probably the tip that works the most with our players in our academy. And is that the mistake we see the most, assuming that you already have a good pivoting rotation, that you are aware that your racket needs to be ready, that you are understanding that you need to move sideways, like assuming you already have that background, there is one thing that sometimes we don't remember or we can get better at, and is to be okay with impacting the ball lower. Why is that? Because as you get better or as you play better players, the ball is lower. So the mistake I see the most is that people do not use the time that they have. And the funny thing is that then they say, I don't have time. But you do have time. The thing is you are not using it because you are hitting there. But if I freeze that moment when you impact the ball, why in the hell will you hit at this height? Like, who told you that you need to hit this high? First of all, I mean, the ball is in play all the time until it bounces twice. So the sooner you hit the ball, the less time you decided to use. Did you hear what I say? You decided to waste the time. What I need you to improve and to understand is that doesn't matter that the ball is a bit higher. Remember that as you wait for the ball to separate and to take it, when it's a little bit easier and slower, the ball will drop because there is gravity. So then I want you to impact down there. Yes? 1, because you have more time. 2, because it's easier to control the ball. And 3, because many times this ball takes you out of position, yeah? So what is your best bet? Sometimes is to play a lob. As you become better, you will play a lob many times. So you are not going to play a lob from here. You need to let the ball drop in order to have time and to be able to control it better. It's normal that you will many times stretch to that ball. Hopefully you stretch on the last step. And it's actually a good thing if you understand that when you get there, you are going to lean and stretch. Because you see, when my head and my balance is this way, my racket paints a straight line, which is a very good thing. Because then my ball will be nice and low enough for the opponents not to attack me. When you do the same, but nobody tells you that you need to lean, if you don't lean, where are my arms going? Up. Yeah, so the only time I'm going to go up with my arms is when I decide to play a lob. And it's not really because of a technical problem. It's because I choose to lean, but then I will flick. So if you are going to play low, the head has to be on the shot. If you are going to play a lob, it's the same, but you flick. Should you play this high? No. Play like if you are under a ceiling. If you get up, you're going to hit your head. So stay here, move, control the ball. Should you hit your racket against the glass? No, never. And I have a racket business, but I still don't want you to buy the racket because you are breaking it. I want you to buy the racket because it's the best. So 2 of the most common mistakes I see, now that you see it with the ball, is the ball comes, 2 balls, I did everything right, but then I freak out. Yeah? So you had it, you did everything right, but you didn't wait. You didn't use the time that the ball gives you. When the ball hits the second glass, it separates. So use that time. I mean, that's why you use the wall, no? To make the game slower. Otherwise, don't use the wall then. And another issue I see is people stop the feet and then they try to reach with the racket. No. The feet need to be light. You need to be constantly adjusting to the ball. You are moving with such little steps that it doesn't really affect your shot if you are very light on your feet. So what I would like to see is that you follow, hit, back up. If the ball is more difficult, follow, back up. Okay, let's see how Rika does it. follow. Light feet. Light. Yes. Two more. Okay. Follow, 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 follow. On this one situation, of course, that shot is nasty because it's just barely hitting on the wall. There is always the chance that that ball, instead of hitting the wall, hits the fence. Then you are in a lot of trouble. But your best bet is to be loyal to your preparation. What I mean by that is that when you prepare, hopefully when you see that the ball is going to be challenging, you prepare lower. Because preparing lower equals you are going to create more time by impacting lower. Now, you got to be loyal. Because what I see many times is the player prepares low, but then they change their mind. Yeah, so then you are not loyal. Loyal means that when the ball is difficult, you are going to try to dig it. Yeah, from very low. And you use that time to keep following the ball. Also, you are defending, yes? So nobody told you that you need to get to the ball and attack. Instead, you are going to try to just save that ball. So it will look something like this. And I need you to be loyal to it. Okay? So when do you hit? Well, where your preparation is. You gotta say, okay, the brain needs to understand that because you prepare here, that's your reference to where you are going to hit. That's why the preparation is so important. For example, sometimes we have players that prepare, and then when they focus on the ball, the racket is so high. So then they need to not only get to the ball, but they also need to search for the ball. So that will make it extremely complicated, difficult, and then the typical phrase, oh, I'm so fucking slow. No, you are not slow. You don't know how to move that well, and you don't have an awareness of your preparation. Okay, so again, the preparation tells you where you're going to hit. Yeah, so if the preparation is here, I'm loyal to that preparation. Yes. Okay, so, pam, pam, pam. Yes.